for a dull moment. Light on my feet. Leaves, grass. Can't beat it.
I was raised in the city. I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like Baldur's Gate, is there?
Nothing in my recollection, anyway.
The dog watches the corpse, a quiet whine escaping with every dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his
would know, but doing the right thing.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Let's explore.
What do we do?
We move lightly and strike first.
This is it. I get on it.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Looks like a shrine to Saluna over there.
A wizard sealed this chest. Wasn't an amateur either.
That might be worth a look. A prayer sheet. With the same symbol as the one on the chest.
Something the matter?
Dzień dobry, Ratsie. Mam nadzieję, że miło ci ten weekendzik płynie.
This thing won't yield its contents easily.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible. This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed.
No tak, dwugodzinna drzemka
Do
zawsze
not
pokaże.
trifle with that
No, bez
moon
apelacji.
witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow. Because we've enough troubles and burdens as it is. Common sense, that's all. I can feel you, idiot! Keep out of my skull or I'll break yours open.
Teraz troszkę zmieniłem, powinno być lepiej, Ratsie. Mam przynajmniej taką nadzieję, że jest.
Fine. Perhaps you can sell them for a couple of coins. It hurts.
Don't be shy. Let's ride.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Time to press ahead.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness. You can only surmise the obvious. The owlbear is out for blood.
Jak są jakieś ważne rzuty, to figę rzucam, ale jak jest rzut na charyzmę, to guziec jak zwykle błyszczy.
The beast shrinks back, feathers quivering.
Dobra. Jedziemy, bo młodego trzeba potem adoptować.
Mistra Rill.
Let's go.
Rosnące pnącza. To dotyczyłem kwiaty i pnącza. Dopóki barbarzyństwo jest w szale, podróże w promieniu staje się trudnym terenem dla każdego przy barbarzyństwie. No i dobra, i bailando.
Let's finish this.
Tale for the ages.
My faith will protect me.
Cub looks from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering.
It hurts.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or you've just prolonged its misery.
Mercy. Of course.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
No i fajnie.
Don't mind if I do.
Dobrze. Jakieś dziadowskie włócznie, uścisk ojca dębów. Zawsze bardzo miło.
Best be on my way.
Zawiniemy to na Halsina, jak go gdzieś znajdziemy. Ciężki kamień. O, ci smutasy. Właśnie.
I should speak up.
It's... I wish Edwin were here. He would have been honored to fight alongside you. What would you have of us now, madam? Edwin told us there was a camp of faithful goblins. Absolute.
No, gobliny to ich na pewno przyjmą miło.
Let's have a look.
The air is ripe with magic.
Looking ahead. One day I'll catch a break. What's that? No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
Tak to jest, jak się nie bierze pierwszej łopaty, którą ci gradę. Tylko się idzie dalej, jest się mądrzejszy.
What's hiding here?
Nothing like a brisk stroll through the forest to invigorate the spirit.
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
Without so much as a stirring from our tadpoles.
A girl could get used to this.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
A dead boar, but it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers. The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. You notice 2 small puncture wounds in its neck. Looking closer, you can see the skin around its face is desiccated. It's been completely drained of blood.
Something's waiting up ahead. Very well.
Thought you was busy with the lads in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Yeah, and I'd do the same again. He weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely. And maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him. Come on. We're wasting time.
Lutowanie czosnku.
Town was ransacked. By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you.
Razu pan Maruda.
We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, nothing like that. Though if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. No, it's nothing like that. Magic isn't a narcotic to me. It's quite literally a lifesaver. I would not burden anyone other than myself with this were the stakes not so high, and the means of obtaining such artifacts challenging for a humble wizard to face alone. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to... There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Valid question. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Anko. I cyk.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing.
To chyba jest moment na inspirację z ciekawości. I elegancko.
You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Keeping me in suspense, are you? Come on, tell me. Do we have an agreement or not? As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. Thank you.
Dobra, niech ma ten wisior. No i żony? No
I
i
could feel it work. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Get over there! Surround them like! Oi! You just walked into the wrong town! Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, madam.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others. Huh.
Influence, yes. But for better or worse. Until we know, I recommend a cautious approach.
It could be a good thing, though, right? The only way we'll find out is by trying it out. We're already infected. At least now we might gain something from it.
You're just falling to pieces. These goblins aren't exactly house-proud as occupiers go.
Wouldn't blame the gobs. Place looks like it's been abandoned a good while. But hey, maybe we can scare up a few dusty bottles of wine somewheres.
I like your way of thinking. Split any takings we find?
Sister, you've got a deal.
W dużym, prymitywnym uproszczeniu mamy kijankę w mózgu, chcemy ją wyjąć, a potem się okazuje, że to mózg jest problemem i to wcale nie nasz. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Might be useful.
Not to my taste, certainly.
My tu mamy jedną miksturkę, mamy drugą miksturkę, trzecią. Jakieś krzaczory. Szafkę. Co nie mam sobie nic. Nawet mnie to szczególnie nie dziwi.
Absolute don't want this junk. How'd you know? We just do. And the others getting drunk off their choppers in camp.
Ain't fair.
Keep your paws.
Haven't seen that game in years.
O, teraz będą rozmowy z intelektualistami.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute. She scampered in from the east, calling for Yule, a pet no doubt. The green earth bless us. She bore no mark. Those horns. Such cartilaginous crunch. Let's see the mark, lest I give in to my cravings. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course. Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
No tak. Spróbujmy przerzucić. Wygląda to nędznie.
A slip of the tongue. You meant to make a better offer, surely. A serenade to my ear. Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. You ogre kill everyone around. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Bardzo lubię ten dialog z tymi ogrami. Jest naprawdę fajnie napisany. Tym, że się udało ten róg wycyganić, szkoda, że za hajs, no ale... Jak się rzuca krytyczną porażkę, a musisz wyrzucić 20, no to masz za swoje. Dziękuję, kochanie, za ten chichot.
What's that?
Better not be cursed.
Jezu, jeszcze tam został gnomi program kosmiczny. Ciekawe, czy mi się uda go zrealizować.
Look what we got! Stop this thing! And you! Hope you got a stomach for heights! What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly! 'Cause it makes me laugh! You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I ain't got much stomach for a fight. Better just put on a show and scare this one off.
The goblin's nostrils flare.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Bratrze, to w co ty grałeś przez 20 godzin i przegrałeś? W Króla Ciszy?
What are you waiting for? Cut me loose! Free me and find out!
Magakabara. There's pustule. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Dobrze. Czas na resta. I Marnie, a potem pająki spróbuję. Chyba. Tak mi się wydaje.
One horn, the stink of Avernus, advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The blade of frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
If by met you mean hoofing it through the hells with this fucker on my tail.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the Blood War. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof! Clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No! I will not be tricked!
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. Fair. But still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
Good thing for Will that Karlach called a truce. A tiefling that mighty would shred him to pieces and burn the remains. Now, what did you need? I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified.
Nothing like a little camp drama to spice up the evening. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlak's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
You spot a name on the dog's collar. Scratch.
But not if it'll get me killed.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Pity you aren't as good at grave robbing as you are at excuses.
Don't waste a step.
Just being careful. Like my mum always said, fools rush in.
take me yet.
What fools these mortals be.
My turn. Aye, aye.
Can't give up. Got to move.
Swiftly now.
Ready for another round? No surrender. With haste.
Something good here, I hope. Should get started.
Moving.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Very well.
Better be cautious.
Hey, someone's in here.
Let's do this.
Pull Pawn to Cleric 4.
Come on, Karlach. Show him who you are.
What's the plan?
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Have them ready.
Death is but a word away.
Cry about it.
Can't give up. Not now. Better than nothing.
What path lies before me?
Let's see. No lock, no handle. How does it open? But that will fit in my pack.
be worth a look.
I wonder what that did.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
This place wasn't built for the living. Turns should do it.
Best avoid that trap.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
This'll be fun.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Aye. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Strange coin. I wonder what it's worth.
Trap.
Open up. Armed scribes. But no sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Jurgle? I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe of the dead.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Knees high.
I won't give in. Time to press ahead.
Creator, destroyer.
I'm ready. Got to press on.
A rough tempest I will raise. Rook to queen 6.
Still on my feet.
Now this is my happy place. In position.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Got to focus. Time to meet your maker.
The lance board is set.
Bye forever, pal. touch this!
Can't afford to let up. Focus, strike true.
Need to find a way forward.
I don't fancy their chances.
Put him up. Heading out.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Talk to me. They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
Let's get what we want and get out.
Have to keep going. A lot of effort to hide one
That might be worth a
sarcophagus.
look. Should get some rest. I need to keep sharp.
So he has spoken, and so thou... What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? A life and how it is lived. Very well. We have met. We will see each other again at the proper...
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
No traps, please.
That's curious.
No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
Need anything else? Just some bits and bobs I no longer need?
Well, well, well.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
Copper for your thoughts? What about it? Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hell. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close. It's wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engines sooner. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A thief thanking you.
Let's march! Best get going. Very well. Cursed to put my hands on everything. I need a quick word.
I heard what happened. If the druids are this far gone, then it's... So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing... It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids... A low thought. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have... I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once. To get these people to Baldur's Gate. Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make time.
No, sir.
What's in here?
Moonhaven.
Hey! So, lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor...
Drop the act. Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know...
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush. Some advice? You ever dark? Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care.
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well...
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast. Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving.
But...
Not a chance.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. The place has a quiet...
Let's cook with fire, baby. Soldier.
What should I do? Stay focused. No mercy.
Cannot die. Please help me.
Take
go.
Ready.
Smell blood.
Let's end this.
Bleeding fast. I need healing.
Need to act fast.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Healing.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
And move. Must be the tree from the note to Gorga. What's that cleft there?
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart... Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron and his lead.
We had a deal, Will. I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk. Zariel sends her regards.
You told me!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. The point?
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. Now, let's see how...
Karlak, I'll be keeping mine. Oh, and Will, don't forget.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will Hard... Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like... You can say that again. When he was chasing me through...
No traps, please.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Not Zariel's victims.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
All these years, it's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor, and before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the... I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. But I'll say this. The moment I packed, it was worth the sacrifice.
Seems simple enough.
We meet again. I shall be here in my camp. For there are many answers to that question. None correct. No. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of they bear for a mere pittance of coin. I might most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave. Amusing. Because it is my calling. A matter of coin.
Where did I put that old bucket?
Hell's take me. What are we do for them?
What will we do for work when we get to the city? I think I'd make a fine teacher, or a baker, or a butcher. Sure, blood excites me.
Any word on what we discussed about Korga? What is it? Some artifact Aradin. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have...
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. words may be false, but they ring truer than...
Stop Aptera autumn agnostifera. Bring us news, my friend.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. What?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Ollerton, I can explain.
Shh, Corga! What? You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Halsin is weak, Wrath. But in the
You and Halsin, welcome. You defy...
Ollerton speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who...
The choice is made. Corga?
As you say, Ollerton. With the grove taken for Cloakwood, the Circle will see that I'm right. The Great Mother will guard us from all danger. Yes. Sylvanas demands we illuminate Shadow. How was I so...
Careful,
I belong to...
You would question my power.
mercy. Something's on my mind.
You once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right. It was through power that I would keep us safe, yet I betrayed Sylvanus himself. My fate lies with Sylvanus. We will grant them safe. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. It began with a letter. Olladin came soon after. An army. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. Olladin taught me to harness the tree father. Well, I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in...
Never wanted the easy path.
You will face.
What did I tell you? Shoot!
job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
I want to learn a trick too. Something only I know.
Make one up.
You can do that.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Again.
There. Done.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damned truly. Ilmater's act. Thank you. I need to ensure my people make the most. It's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask. You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
Let's see what this does.
And did. Averna's changed things.
Will.